Today, I am going to discuss two things. One is, what is your opinion? Is it a good or smart thing to involve in your business somebody who is close to you? Either it would be your spouse, or it would be your loved one, or maybe a family member. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started my first company when I was 21. And I would have probably started it earlier, but it was not permitted because I was born under the Soviet system. And private property was not allowed at that time, including private businesses. So Latvia regained its freedom in 1991, and shortly after I started my first business, and I'm 56 right now. So my first business was a tanning bed salon. Now I'm not very proud of it because I know that it's not good for your skin, but at that time I didn't have that information. Actually, we were told that it's good for your skin because it creates vitamin D. Anyway, that was my first business. It lasted a very short time, and there were reasons why we closed it down. And the question why that arose from, why I was wondering if it's a good idea to have a family member in your business. Either you involve a family member or your family member involves you, is because I have had several companies since then over the years, and some of them have gone well in partnerships, but some were a disaster. And at this point right now, I am creating a new business at the age of 56, and I am considering involving my son in my business. Actually, I have already involved my son, my younger son. His name is Phillips, in my business. Currently, he only runs my YouTube account as an admin. But the thing is that I have had a business with my ex-husband. It didn't go well. The company went down because we had disagreements about the business and also in our relationship. And when our relationship collapsed, the company also collapsed. Actually, we had two businesses, and one didn't collapse. And then I also had my older son involved in my other business, which was a translation business. And that was not the right thing to do. But the relationship that I have with my younger son is different. And I am actually feeling that it can go well also because I see there are good examples. Look at Dave Ramsey. And why I think that it might go well is because my son has had really great reviews, customer reviews, and also the owner of the company where he currently works at, because I'm employing him just part-time, is very, very happy about his work ethics. And so far, I have been very happy about his work ethics as regards those assignments that I have given to him. But also the communication. My son is a good communicator. And what does it take to be a good communicator? It's not only speaking. He's good at speaking. He has given public speeches at his college, but also in other spaces. And to be a good communicator, it also means to be a great listener, to really listen to somebody who is trying to communicate something to you, and then to be able to provide a sharp and honest feedback. And this is the thing that I really, really value, because I know that in this culture, especially in the United States, if you are in a higher position, if you are a boss, people would not give you honest critique and opinion. And because I trust him that he will give honest opinion and will help me to improve and would provide his viewpoint from a younger generation, it's really valuable. So I value that, and that's why I am considering involving him even more if I see that he progresses in this position where where I'm currently employing him. So about his involvement in my YouTube channel. So far, he had been editing my videos, my interviews, because I also have a podcast. The podcast's name is She Became CEO. So he had been editing podcasts, but last week I created a solo episode, and it was only audio because I was not feeling well and I didn't want to record a video. So I asked him to create a post. And I was thinking he would create a post on YouTube, because you can also have those static posts where you have only pictures and some text and people can, swipe. But what he did was I really liked. He created a video and had a call to action at the end. And in that video, he introduced himself as my son. And he said something like, my mother is creating a new business to show that it is not too late to start something new at any age. And he asked a question. He said, if you could go back to your 25-year-old self and give them advice about career, money, or courage, what that advice would be.
Hello viewers. My mom started this YouTube channel to prove that you're never too old to become the CEO of your own life. And I have a question for you. If you could go back to your 25-year-old self and give them advice about money, career, or courage, what would you say? Drop the answers down in the comments, and I'll look through them and potentially make an episode based off what you answer. Thank you.
And he asked people to comment. And by the way, if you could go back to your 25-year-old self, if you're older than that, and you could give them advice about money, career, and courage, what would that advice be? By the way, drop your comment, your thoughts in the comment section, please. So after I saw that video, he had already posted it when I saw it. After I saw it, I was thinking, he's really asking for himself, because he's not 25 years old yet. And I remember, like I said, I remembered the time when I was 21 and started my first business. And then I started my second business when I was 24. That's also before 25. So he asked about career, money, and courage. And I would say, have the courage to start something. Because what I have observed is that you lose the courage, not everybody, but people lose the courage because they experience, so to say, failures, and they get more and more scared. They develop beliefs about themselves that maybe they are failures. So they are not failures, those are all lessons. So have the courage to start something. Well, I think I'll stop here, and maybe I will make another video about another topic, because I've spoken for long enough. So this was about whether or not involve your family member or your loved one in your business. And I am taking a risk once again and involving a family member, despite disappointments that I have had in my life. And we'll see where it goes. Okay, talk to you soon.